Yeah, both these guys are top 10 in ones right now, and I think they're both top 5 NA. Forky's coming in here as rank 4 NA. Ranny is rank 2 NA. Alright, so I thought so. These guys have not played against each other on my stream in the past. So we're going to get on USC servers for a best of 5 between Ranny and Forky. We've not seen either of them actually too recently. I think the last time that Ranny played on my stream, he did take an L. Well, let me check it. Yeah, he lost to Sharif recently. I think that the last time, yeah, Forky also, I believe, lost to Sharif. So both these guys lost their most recent show match. They're looking to rebound, come back into form. So let's get into game 1 and see who gets a stronger start. It's Ranny with the ball to get things underway. It's going very straight at the net here. This is something I've criticized in the past because you don't have as many options to get the ball past your opponent. That's not to say it can't work though. It's not going to work this time, however. Forky takes the lead fairly easily. And before this one got started, Ranny told me that he's just been playing 3v3 for the last 3 hours, but hopefully it won't affect his 1v1 play too much. He does play a lot of ranked ones, does Ranny. Probably like some of the most out of anyone in the world even. So if anybody's going to be able to just switch back and play their best in 1v1, it's going to be this guy. But look at that save by Forky. Somehow managed to bounce that one off his own post and get a clear at the same time. Ranny's got a heavy boost advantage though. It's going to be tough for Forky to come out of this unscathed. Let's see if he can hang on. Ranny not turning around fast enough to prevent Forky from grabbing the 100 pad in the corner. Now he's equalised the boost advantage. Still, Ranny on the aggressive. Now Forky gets a chance to take the ball into his half. Looking for the bump. Ranny gets past it and makes a save. Minute gone and a lot's happened despite the fact that we've only seen 1 goal. Yeah, it's good to see Ranny back on stream. Ranny recently finished his one entire year of streaming every single day, and I think he did make it to the end of that. So congratulations to him for streaming every day for an entire year. Flip reset. Forky, top shelf shot as well. And that's worth a gift for your game if I've ever seen one. Even though I don't know if it's working yet in spectator mode. But what a finish by Forky. I actually just skipped the replay on accident because I was trying to save the replay. I'd have skipped it. But we will watch that again at the end, I'm sure. If we don't have like too many other flip resets, so we're just getting bored of them. That's really smart actually by Forky. You'll notice here he had a flip reset on the ceiling, but he didn't rush it. He didn't use it quickly. Double touch off the floor now by Forky. He's bringing all the tricks. That one he caught on the wrong side of the ball. Might be another double in and out save attempt. No, Forky just post pinching it. Crossbar rather. But Ranny with a delicate touch gets one back, and that is a very nice shot by Ranny. It's not quite as high level as the flip reset that we saw from Forky, but still a deceptive finish. 2-1 still for Forky. Now these guys have both had quite a lot of show match experience spread out over the past like year and a half. But Ranny does have more show matches in the bag, and also one of the longer show match win streaks out of anybody that's ever played on my stream. At 5, I believe, was his longest show match win streak. Forky, I think he won a couple in a row. His debut and his second series were both wins for Forky, so he didn't come in nervously at all. He's not playing nervously today. Second flip reset attempted. This one fails. Saji88, thanks for the 5-month Twitch Prime, man. Welcome back. I do appreciate that a lot. Look at these guys holding back today.
With this late stream?
Forky
I have school tomorrow.
Trying to make a 360-degree turn into a flick, but he's got bigger things to worry about right now. Almost own goals, and Ranny's a step ahead of him, taking away the boost from the corner. So Forky's just going for the montage plays. I do love that. He wants a win, of course, but he wants to do it in style. Well, that's not going to be helpful if he is going to try and win this one. Setup from Ranny this time was significantly better than his last couple of attacks. This time he switched the play onto the other side of the field. That takes away any option for Forky to shadow, and it kind of forces Forky to make a move. He decided to position himself for the in and out save. The other option, of course, would have been to just rush a challenge, but it's not easy to get a rush challenge from that angle. Still, highly mechanical focused play from Forky. Both players half flip in unison as Forky first to the punch. Now Ranny a bit out of position. He's going to get a useful touch, but still out of boost. Dish attempt from Forky. And he's actually managed to keep the ball under control while saving it. Hey, Peregrine581, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, brand new. Welcome to the stream, dude. We're going to see a pinch attempt here by Forky. He's lining it up. It is the style of pinch that I was trying to master yesterday. Ranny did read it and got in the way of it. He didn't run back into defense. He's decided this time to challenge early, and that's one of the options for defending against pinch shots. Should have been a goal there for Forky, but Ranny's gotten away with it. Forky couldn't get enough power on the shot. Another flip reset attempted. This one's just going to bounce on target as no flip reset actually landed on the ball for Forky. Only 9 boost. He's in a bit of an awkward spot. 50 seconds left. Ranny will have another chance to attack. I'd love to see him switch the play here. Looks like he's just going to go down the line, or is he? He's thinking about switching across the field. He just didn't give himself enough of an angle there, did Ranny. And it's because of that first touch, in my opinion. The first touch going straight down the line like that, it took away so much of the distance that he had to work with, and with no real angles left that he could utilize, he just had to shoot earlier than he would have wanted to, and he couldn't get the shot on target. That might be a goal though for Ranny if he can get this one on target quickly, and he will. Careless by Forky. He's allowed Ranny right back into the game. So there's a couple of misplays. First, Ranny conceding possession freely. Now Forky booming the crossbar with low boost. Ranny with the advantage. He's looking to cut in field. No wall shot or ceiling shot attempted. Hook shot. And then the rebound at the far post. Forky is not going to concede just yet. 10 seconds left. Still Forky in a very awkward position. He wants time to grab boost, but Ranny's got it past him, and he will secure the open net. What a play by Ranny. Forky gives him credit in the chat for this, because to turn around and just beat your opponent to the ball, such a small margin for error. But Ranny makes it work. 5 seconds left for Forky to try and get an equalizer, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Ranny would have put another in if it wasn't for the ball bouncing on the ground. He'll go one up in the series anyway. Remind me, by the way, guys, to go and take another look at that flip reset goal after this is over, because that's the only way I think right now that I can use GIF Your Game to GIF goals while in Spectator, unless they patched it. It wasn't working for Spectator recently, but it's still fully functional for live games and replays. So I can just go to the replay and GIF it after, if it hasn't worked already. It's going to be 1-0 Ranny in Game 2 as well as in the series. Forky. It's off to a pretty bad start here. He's probably thinking that he should have won that first game, as he did have a lot of chances. Maybe trying to play a bit too fancy. Tries a wave dash into front flip, but lands poorly. So that's another turnover of possession. There have been quite a lot of easy turnovers. Both players not making the best use of their possession at times. Another failed wave dash by Forky. That's 2 so far this game. And the air wall shot is not going to be good enough for the save. Ranny up by 2. And Forky looks like he might just be trying a little bit too much at the moment. Ranny keeping it simple and getting the job done. Love that half flip to set up the play though on the last attack. It's not the fastest appearing player, but Ranny's deceptively quick. He does turn very well. He uses a sort of similar turning style to Lethemir at times, where he just nips in there. Probably one of the only other players that I see besides Leth using camera settings that look like this. Wave dash kick off on the landing from Ranny, just for recovery purposes. And he's applying a lot of ball pressure right now. Forky has realized that and gone over the top instead of trying to go straight through him. And he'll get 1 goal back. He needs 2 more to equalize. And that's a good start. Just getting it past the challenge of Ranny this time. Who's expected to win this? Based off recent results, it's either player's game, because they've both looked, not their best recently in show matches. But based off previous show matches, all the show matches they've ever played, you'd have to give the edge to Ranny, because he does have more show match victories and a pretty good show match win streak overall. based off current ladder rank, you'd have to give it to Ranny as well. But, you know, if you're going to make, I think, a educated prediction, it would have to be a 3-2 win for Ranny, I think, because he's won a lot of Game 5s on my stream in the past, and he does have a slight ladder rank advantage. And these guys play a lot against each other in ranked, especially as well going off Game 1, what we just saw. Definitely, it seems like a series that Forky could randomly throw away a game, because he's going for so many high-level plays. This almost worked. In fact, Randy's put it in for him. Forky's really nice ceiling flip reset aerial play has nearly got on target, and I think Randy was trying to demo Forky to prevent him from scoring a rebound. You didn't notice the ball was bouncing straight down. Either that, or he was just so sad to see such a good shot not going in. So what a friendly man Ranny is. Nice flick though to take Forky out of the game and make it a 2-goal game once again. And you know, Forky did come goal side this time, so he's not made the worst challenge that he could have done. But the problem is that so many rush challenges, it's starting to become a bit obvious, and Ranny is making early plays on the ball the vast majority of the time. He's just flicking it over and over again, because he knows if he flicks it and then continues to chase after it, it doesn't really matter if Forky challenged or not. He can still follow up on his own flick either way. It's early play again from Ranny. You can see that even though Forky wasn't completely out of the game, it's made it awkward for him, and he's going to get a goal pretty much using the same strategy that he's used all game long, and that is play the ball early. Don't leave it up to chance. Don't hope that your opponent's not challenging or hope that your opponent's fake challenging. He's just making plays on the ball, forcing Forky to either get hard dunks or hard reads. And when that's not happening, it's just a goal for Ranny. Frimboos, thanks to the 3-month prime. Welcome to the stream, dude. It's much appreciated. Another pinch from Forky, but this one looks like a pretty obvious one. Ranny should have seen that coming. It looks like he might not have seen it coming, but he's got a goal anyway because the pinch fails. Did Ranny see the pinch here? I don't think he did. If that was properly executed by Forky, it would have just been a goal, because Ranny was way too out of position to be saving a good pinch shot. He was in the perfect position for for scoring a counter-attack on a failed pinch shot. Obviously, that's not really the line of thinking you want to be taking with a 4-goal lead, or 3-goal lead it was, already intact. It's starting to look very one-sided. Ranny dominating the boost control, dominating the decision-making aspects of the game. And although Forky's had flashes of brilliance, he's also had moments where he's fumbled completely and has given 3 goals to his opponent. Ranny gets an 8th one. Still 2 minutes left, and he's starting to bang in an awful lot of goals right now. Yeah, it's pretty good for my American viewers when I'm streaming late, huh? They invite Squishy to my 1-minute tournament. Not done inviting anybody just yet. Good save and recovery by Forky. He's going to switch the play, but Ranny's cutting across early. Make sure that he won't have to defend rather, against a fast hook shot. 8-2 close game. Well, it's possible for Forky to come back, but he has to score with every single attack that he's getting, and he's just not making that work right now. Ranny seems to be immune to everything that Forky tries to do. This time, the bump does nothing. And Ranny's just going to slot right back into position. Take a 9th goal. The highest, or the largest win that we've ever had on stream, I think, was still 13 goals. Was it? Did First Killer beat this recently? I feel like somebody nearly beat this recently, or did beat it. But I don't remember who it was. But yeah, Kronobi beat Insolences by 13 goals on my stream a couple of years ago. And for a long time, that was the largest win ever on stream. This is 8 goals now for Ranny, though. And probably the most worrying thing for Forky is that probably the most, I'd say, advantageous thing for him in Game 1, or at least to start Game 1, that's his speed. It's now not looking to be an advantage at all. A nice bump, though, by Forky. Faked a flip reset and actually clanked Ranny out of the air after missing it. Ranny prioritizing the save attempt here. It looks like he wouldn't have had it because he did dodge the wrong way, but Forky had the bump, on Ranny if he didn't dodge in that direction. So it didn't matter either way. Nice kick-off goal by Ranny. Good read off the sidewall. You know, this is something that transitions well into 3v3, into 2v2. These sidewall reads, they happen so often in 1v1 because the ball's bouncing off the sidewall and so many kickoffs. So if that is something you want to work on, then I'd recommend getting into your ones games. Pull shot saved by Ranny. He's pulling out all his stops just to make this as one-sided as possible. Not wave dash, but power slide on the landing. Just to be that little bit quicker. Ranny has managed to preserve most of his momentum there. That's why he's reached the ball in time. Fenrir, thanks for the tier 1 sub, by the way. Welcome to the stream, buddy. It's much appreciated. Yeah, Ranny's looking to make it a 10-goal differential. Forky just trying to run down the clock. It really could have been 10 goals there for Ranny, and it will be now. He's volleyed in the 10th goal difference. 13-3 for Ranny. An outrageously consistent game. It just shows you how difficult it can be to play against this guy when he's so good at just creating simple chances over and over again that are quick, efficient. They get the job done. You really can run into a lot of trouble against him. There's two completely different styles of 1v1 on show here. Forky looking for the montage plays, trying to pop off and demoralize his opponent with superior mechanical ability. Ranny just trying to play as standard as possible and frustrate his opponent into oblivion. And right now, it's working wonderfully. 2-0 in the best of 5 for Ranny. Fenrir, thanks for that. I just saw that comment in chat right now. Glad you've decided to swing by Twitch after watching YouTube for so long. It's very kind of you, man. And TK David, thanks for 5 months. Tier 1.
You are super helpful and entertaining on YouTube, and I am psyched to also be a part of your Twitch.
Oh,
Keep
Peregrine.
rocking it.
Is it Peregrine or Peregrine? Peregrine. Thanks for the, what is probably $15, I imagine. Is that $15? Thanks so much for all that. And also the kind words. Glad to have you on my Twitch as well as YouTube. It's always good to see YouTube viewers swinging by Twitch to say hello. Another pitch step by Forky. Ranny's way out of position, but again, Forky can't get the power on the shot. Ranny's not respecting these pinch shots. He's got to back off much earlier if he's going to have any chance to save those. But it might be a calculated risk. Ranny's maybe aware that the pinch shot is coming in, but also aware that it could go wrong, and knows that he could just stick around and pick up a free shot on net every time it does go wrong. Look at this though. Immediate recovery, half volley by Ranny. Whips it off the wall, 70 km/h shot. And he's up by 1 again. Really clean stuff there by Ranny. Accurate. The timing was just perfect. First time stopping by Twitch with your 3-month in a row resub. Aye, that'll be the day. Nice bump though by Forky. He's tied things up in style. And Ranny couldn't do much about this one. Probably the toughest thing to stop in Rocket League. Even to this day, I don't think there's any shot that is harder to stop when it's executed perfectly than an air dribble followed by a bump. Or instead, actually, I guess the ball's following you, so it's led by a bump. And Ranny tried to get up there as quickly as possible. I think that's the key, isn't it? You got to get up as quickly as you can. Ranny continuing to play his own style though. Every single time that Forky could put in a challenge, Ranny is making a touch on the ball to prevent the potential challenge. That's his entire game plan, is don't get surprised by anything. And Forky's not been able to read this enough, or at least successfully enough. Good blind block by Ranny. Ball has actually just bounced into Forky's position though. A top corner. Shot across the box from Forky. It's going to take the lead for him. Didn't have much boost for this one, but the air roll has enabled him to get plenty power on the shot. And there's actually almost a minute and a half gone from this game. It's been slipping away pretty quickly. Peregrine. Yeah, the Peregrine Falcon. I don't know, but I was wondering how you say it, because like I I know about the peregrine falcon, but we say in Scotland just peregrine, peregrine, because we've got a different accent. Don't know how you would pronounce it. Also, I'm not sure if I even pronounced that right. I say a whole bunch of words wrong because I just haven't heard them enough. Flip reset for Forky. He's landed it. Delayed shot. Double dunk attempt, but looks like Ranny's going to get a goal out of this one. And this might just be the Ranny method for defending against highly mechanical plays. He's decided, hey, there's a chance that Forky misses this, and if he does miss that, then I'm going to get a free goal. So let's just chill out, not go too crazy with our save attempts. And then every time he does miss, we're just going to get a freebie. This reminds me of something that Fairy Peak told me about Devo back in the day. He says that when you play Devo, sometimes you get a free goal, sometimes he does something amazing and you don't really know what happened and he scores. The best counter is just to wait and see which one it is. Then if Devo's playing well, he wins. If he's not, then you get lots of free goals and you win. That's kind of what Ranny's doing after identifying that Forky is going for such highly mechanically intensive plays. Why did I leave the party? Didn't the party got destroyed? And I've got this bug a few more times recently. Somebody's asking, did your sub go through? I don't think it did. It was YT's subsea, wasn't it? I don't think your sub went through, but if you refresh your page, just refresh the Twitch stream, then I think you'll be able to share it. That's usually what happens. Mind game attempt by Forky. He's going to have to force an own goal. Never mind, he's gone backwards for the shots. I thought he might have to force Ranny into own goaling this one, but he called Ranny's bluff on the challenge and just kept on reversing. He's just squeezed it in. If Ranny had bumped Forky there, then he might have been able to save it, but he didn't want to own goal it. That was the problem. Dexy Games, thanks to the tier 2 sub. P-Zizzle44, thanks to the prime sub. Really appreciate you guys. Pinch from Forky gives him enough time to secure 100 boosts in the corner, and now he's looking like he might be getting a little bit quicker, and there's the best pinch shot we've seen from him all series. Just wide, and that's because he was so close to the halfway line when he made the shot happen. It's a bit easier to hit that when he's further into his own half. Forky looks like he's woken up a little bit after being destroyed in game 2, utterly destroyed at that. Ranny is just going to stay solid. Try and flex his flicks a little bit. Nothing else. He's guarded himself a rebound from that one. Looks like Forky is going to get the next goal. Nice shot, says Ranny. As on the counter, Forky was able to get just enough power. Again, the air roll helping him out there. You see that if he didn't air roll into that shot, he wouldn't have the power to put it on target fast enough to beat Ranny, but he does air roll successfully. Secures the goal. 2-goal lead now for Forky. Ranny applying lots of pressure though. Very I would say advisable style of 1v1 to play from Ranny. You know, if you're trying to improve your own ones game, I'd say that for just a ranking up purpose, or for ranking up purposes, Ranny's style is probably the way to go if you just want to get better at 1v1s. And if I was, to describe his style in a nutshell, I would say he's not diving in, he's not overestimating his opponent's skill, pretty much ever. He's just playing patiently when his opponents are making really, really difficult or highly difficult plays. But he's playing aggressive when they're making easier plays. That's his two ways to defend. If it's an easier shot, he's playing aggro on it, he's making challenges. If it's not, he's sitting back, he's waiting to see what happens. And then in offense, whenever his opponent whenever Forky can put a challenge in, Ranny's just making a touch on the ball to take it away from that potential challenge. Even if the challenge hasn't happened yet, he's just trying to read when it could be happening. And besides that, he's just making the fastest possible route to goal almost every time. That's why Ranny gets so many chances to score every single game, because every time he gets the ball, he just goes straight for the goal, which does have its upsides, although it can be a bit predictable. Yeah, overall, very solid style, as you can see here. And if Forky's not going to play his best for the next 10 minutes and 12 seconds, it might be enough to get the win today. But Forky is doing quite well right now. He's Maybe caught a bit of a lucky bump onto Ranny after that dodge, but it does not matter too much because he had an advantage in a position which was backed up by a goal lead with only about 12 seconds left. So it looks like Forky is going to get his first win here. And he's going to probably put in another goal. No, he's not going to find the top corner. I thought he might put in the ball in the top corner on the turnaround there, but decided to hit it into the near post instead. Still, more than enough for a game win here as Ranny is turtling. He's just going to sit on his back for the rest of this one. Good to see no sweep today. Forky puts one on the board. And we go to game 4.
Haven't really subbed since 2016-2017, but I've been always watching on YouTube. Go Randad Ranny Poggers.
So yeah, Forky's going to go pee, he says. He also says it's going to be real quick. I hope he does remember to wash his hands. Datchel, thanks for 3 months. Welcome back. Glad that you've been watching YouTube for all that time. Limer 3D, thanks to the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate that. Too many nerves for me to do so much crazy stuff, says Ranny. I think it's just two completely different styles. You can't play the same way he does in stream with the pressure. Yeah, so the additional pressure of the show match is getting Ranny to just play consistent. He's just trying to be as solid as possible. But, you know, I can't really disagree with that. I think it's going to take him a long way. Just, it clearly has. I mean, he's consistently top 10 in the ladder. Multiple show match wins against high-level players from his region, despite playing as solid as you can.
Cool. You're the best. Thanks for giving us so much fun stuff to watch.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for the 9-month Twitch Prime. It's really kind of you, dude. And hopefully we'll be able to give you plenty more fun things to watch in the near future. See how the rest of this series unfolds. Good speed by Forky. He's going to slow play this one after realizing that Ranny's already dodged back, and taking that extra time nets Forky the first goal. Great awareness by Forky here. He was thinking about jumping for an early volley, but he decides against it when he realizes Ranny's actually moving back away from the ball, not turning to challenge early, like he does do on most ground plays. It's a good switch up. Forky rewarded with an early goal. Ranny's trying to look behind him there to see what Forky's doing, but it was such a weird position. His camera just pointed in the awkward direction. It was Lucas Sealing with the 9-month. Cheers, dude. You've loved the My For Life 5K despite not seeing much past your nose. But well, the My For Life 5K didn't even have my face cam on. I thought I solved this problem. Watching the old videos of Johnny and seeing Lenny and Guan being the only subs can be weird. Yeah, this happens quite a lot in my older videos. You'll spot names, you're like, wait, I know that guy. Good little fake here by Forky, although there's an element of Ranny faking himself for this one. He did not dodge through the ball, so of course when Forky doesn't move the ball, you will get a clean miss. Oh, another self-fake from Ranny. It's a couple of those. Forky not able to go for the pinch this time because the ball was in the corner, not by the sidewall. Ceiling shot saved by Ranny, but this might be an element too far from Forky. Ranny with an open net, which he surely will be scoring, and he will, to make it just a 1-goal game. But the danger of Forky making all these flashy plays when it goes wrong, when he is not able to make good judgment which plays to go for and which ones to leave. Pretty easy for Ranny to score, especially when Forky is investing so much boost in these attacking plays. Of course, he is going to go for another one though. Tries to dodge mid-air dribble just to preserve that boost a little bit. And he's got the spawn right for this one. He knows it's coming up. Still, lots of wall plays. Oh, that might be on target. Well, it will be in a couple of seconds as Ranny gets outplayed. He got baited in by Forky. He made it look like he was done touching the ball, but he was not ready to give it to Ranny just yet. He gets that one extra hit and took Ranny out the game. Imagine if Scrub was as non-tiltable as Ranny. Yeah, he would be a pretty good player. I mean, Scrub on stream is not exactly the same as Scrub in tournaments. He's a much more cam player in tournaments, although still I would not say, I'd say not the most cam player. Yeah, Ranny's super untiltable. Something you need to be a good ranked ones player is to be untiltable while played by Forky. He's just picking up this boost over and over again on spawn. Let's just try backwards dribble into half flip. That's a new one. I don't think we've seen that in a show match before. Of course, we've seen the backwards dribble. Players like Justin can do that for just inhumane amounts of time, but to pull it out in a show match and actually make it look like a semi-viable tactic, that is brand new. Forky hanging on to a 2-goal lead. He is definitely looking like a brand new player. When you look back at game 2, you wouldn't believe it's the same guy. He's just running rings around Ranny right now, and now it's a 3-goal game. Forky, so eloquent with the air rolls, every time making it useful. And this is probably the best way to practice air rolls. Just every time you hit the ball, air roll a little bit some way. And as you get better at it, you're going to be air rolling automatically for tight angle shots and getting a bit more power on your clears. Floor pinch from Ranny, or from Forky rather. This time Ranny did read the pinch. He goes backing up. Love that shot on target by Forky. So he goes high with it. There's a chance that he lands awkwardly out of boost, and Ranny can read the crossbar hit and counter-attack immediately. But by shooting on target, he forces a save, and that gives him some time to grab boost. And look for a demo off the wall now. It's actually just going to be touched off the wall by Forky. Now, setting up a rebound. Not able to half flip onto the boost is Forky. Spam this cabbage to help keep Ranny savage. Not bad. Not bad, I would say. Ranny's been anything but savage in this game after so many goals in game 2. You must be surprised to only see one going in for Ranny in game 4. And it's a clean mind game for Forky to make it 5-1. That is absolutely disgusting. Ranny says, "I can't handle it, lol." As he tries to get in the way of what he thought was going to be a shot. And he just goes flying past the ball. Forky get a taste of his own medicine though. Ranny's pulled the same trick on him. And 5 seconds later, we have another goal. Well played, King Ranny. Look at that. He really worked for that one. It was a much more convincing shot than the one that Forky just pulled on him. Still looking very good for Forky. Moving on. That is a clean flip reset. Great landing as well.
Have to write in a sweep or two.
That was
this is getting predictable.
Really, really nice by Forky to actually recover here. Most players, after failing that flip reset, would not have been able to land on their wheels. Probably conceded a goal and then have to face up against another kickoff, which of course can lead to another goal quite easily. Then you've got 5-4 with half a minute left instead of 5-2 with 20 seconds left. Big difference landing that play on the back wall cleanly for Forky. Pretty much won him the game just with that one clean recovery. Obviously, he had to keep on making more plays after that. Look at that by Forky. Run out of boost. Run out of speed. Can't reach the net. No problem. Just get the flip reset. 4 goals in it now. And it's beyond all doubt. Forky is going to take this one. I'm going to gift that one for from Gift Your Game after this show match is over if it doesn't work during. That's actually better than his earlier flip reset. That's one of the best ones we've seen on streams. It reminds me of the Asdrel flip reset that he scored in the Belgium versus Denmark show match, which was similar in that he needed to do it to reach the goal. There was no other way to reach the goal other than the flip reset, and when he had to do it, he managed it. Incredibly impressive. Forky's tied things up. Forks. I'm just going to call it Forks. Eroshi, cheers to 10 out of 50 bits. You think the script's getting too obvious? Listen, I didn't know if Forky was going to be able to execute on that script. It's pretty tough when you read zero boost flip reset goal. To secure the game, Forky managed it. How many save replays do I have? I've got a lot. But yeah, I've got them all organized, so it's not too difficult to keep track of them. Forky, early shot. Going for the win now. I wonder if we're going to see him calming down at all with his playstyle, or is he just going to keep on going fancy. Well, that should answer that question. Aerial pinch shot attempted by Forky early on. He did connect with it very well, and now another mind game. Forky 1-0. He's off to a flying start. Reverse sweep is looking like it might be on the cards. It's another play where Ranny's kind of faking himself. It is best of 5, yeah. It's a leak in Ranny's play, though, today. Is that he isn't dodging through the ball in some of his challenges, and that is leading to him being faked quite a lot. This time he will go clean through it, though. And he's going to reap the rewards, 1-all. Ranny, doesn't matter if he's being faked in this play, he's going to make contact either way. How does Forky perform outside of 1v1s? He's a very high rated 2v2 player. I don't know about 3v3, but I see him a lot in 2v2 on various North American players 2v2 streams. Even EU 2v2 players. Forky plays EU quite a lot. In fact, he told me that he's beaten Flakes and Rottweiler a couple of times in ranked. They're currently ranked 1 and 2. Look at that flick by Forky. You know, he's got the flashy plays, but the basics are also so on point. Good old side flip flick to the top corner. No time wasted. Forky back in front. Ranny's mentioned pressure nerves several times. Yeah, I mean, Ranny's been on stream a lot, but that doesn't change the fact that you are playing in front of an audience. And in a 1v1 environment, it's completely different than 3v3. You don't have teammates. It seems like a pretty obvious thing to say, but it's something we forget a lot. Is how nerve-wracking it is to play a 1v1 show match or tournament game or just anything where there's more than a couple of ranked points on the line. And all of you guys watching spamming memes and Omega lulls. It makes a big difference, and it's super nerve-wracking. I mean, Flakes said in an interview that he got recently, oops, that's just gone in, 2 kickoff goals for Ranny. Thought Forky had this one, but he did not. I was saying though, yeah, Flakes, who had a great run in the Manfield Night 5k, and then not long after that almost made top 8 at DreamHack with his new team Complexity. Greasy and Magnus are his teammates, if you're not aware. He said that he was more nervous playing the Manfield Night 5k, or he actually even said that he was more nervous playing his first show match than he was playing on stage at DreamHack in the most stacked Rocket League tournament ever. Forky's just making flip resets for fun now. Have we ever seen 3 flip reset goals in one show match by one player? I don't know if we have until today, but we have now. Forky makes it 3 in 3 different games. And this is quite frightening how consistently players are able to hit these flip reset shots. The day where this is a play that is not just reliable, but I think a good idea, not far away. Forky, lucky bump onto Ranny, and Ranny can't make the save. You know, sometimes you take a risk and it doesn't go exactly like you planned, but you still get rewarded. Forky there is trying to flick the ball, misses it, lands on Ranny immediately afterwards. Now he's up by 2, but deception on the face-off from Ranny is going to lead to an early opportunity. He's looking for the mind game, but he's a bit far away from the ball, and Forky's snipped in and taken the boost as well. What's he got planned? He didn't go wide for the pinch. It's more 360 flicks, and this time he will find the back of the net. Ranny was close to making a save, just not close enough. And he really should be saving this one. He says it himself in the chat, he doesn't know what he's doing anymore. It looks like the Forky style of play has eventually overcome Ranny, at least for the time being. And it is difficult to feel confident when you're up against a player who is just spinning around the field and making the kind of plays that Forky is. You start to doubt yourself and think, how am I supposed to beat this guy when he can do all this? Ranny, rebound, into the bar, second time. He's going to get it into the net eventually. Looks like the pinch save from Forky went pretty much straight out to Ranny. So good reactions for Ranny there. He didn't have much time for this one. Up to 0. Thanks to the kind words, man. I appreciate that. I'll try my best to keep it up. 2 goals in this for Ranny. He's got plenty of time to try and secure them. No doubt could take the fast route to goal. He's got Forky completely wrong-footed. Hook shot to the near post gets saved though. That's a very good read by Forky. But Ranny has one-upped him with an early challenge to make it a 1-goal game now. We have a very interesting game 5 remaining. Forky was just so unaware of that challenge that was about to come in. Just didn't think that Ranny would have the balls to go in at that angle. Ranny's almost equalised the game on a face-off. Forky's wave dashing, or at least attempting to, but not making it work. Looks like he will get a goal anyway, though, as Ranny has just overset the mark by a little bit. But I'll tell you what, Forky, he really got away with murder there. A couple of completely flopped wave dashes. Looked like Ranny was going to come out with an equaliser. Instead, it's Forky back in the lead by 2. Great demo by Ranny. That is huge. He realised that Forky was winning the race to the boost, so instead of dodging towards the boost, he dodges straight through Forky. And a mind game flick now for Ranny, which I believe was a reactionary play. It looked like he was setting up a straight up reverse 45-degree flick. Just no mind game involved. But when he realised he messed up the initial takeoff, he turned it into a mind game. So a smart play by Ranny. Didn't work out because Forky managed to get in the way of it. But still, the right play to make after the first touch went wrong. Forky's using a lot of boost on this play. Still gets a piece of the ball though. And he recovers well. 1:17 seconds left for Ranny. Long shot's got a lot of height to it, but not enough power. Good turn by Ranny, but Forky looks like he's reading most of what Ranny's trying to do right now. Still though, Ranny comes out with the demo plays in the clutch. And it's 1 goal in it. Somehow Ranny getting a demo there. It looked like he was going to land on top of Forky, but he just landed behind him, which is very fortunate for him. If he landed on top of Forky, he would have fallen over and had to fight for the possession afterwards. Ranny's going to get the possession here. He's got a chance to switch the play as well. He's just going straight at Forky though. Flicks it straight down the middle. Oh my goodness, I would love to see Ranny go to the right on that play. He's got another chance. Forky's nowhere to be seen. There he is, eventually getting back into position. Nice roll reversal. Forky's got the boost. Ranny trying to make a play on the ball. Forky's deflected a couple of attacks there, and he will score on the counter. And Ranny, he just has to do better with his possession in that exchange. The approach to the goal is just too direct, I think, when you've got the time to dribble the ball out wide and then surprise Forky with more of an angle hit. I think you just have to do it. And Ranny's given up that opportunity and then failed in the low boost offensive play that came afterwards. And it looks like Forky might be about to secure a reverse sweep on Ranny. What a series we've just seen, but Forky has been outstanding. You know, Ranny's had his moments, but there's another flip reset goal for Forky. Flip reset goal where the flip reset doesn't get used. He's just paddled it in with the bottom of the car. Didn't want to hit the crossbar. GG's to King Ranny as well. He played a great game 5 to try and come back here. I think the biggest takeaway for him has to be that offensive angle. He had chances to wrong foot Forky in goal. Forky's in one defensive corner, and Ranny can take the ball to the opposite side of the box. He decides not to. I think that's the thing he has to try and improve on the most, because he really is so good at making chances happen with shots and flicks, and if he can get his approach down a little bit more, I think he's going to be more successful. GG, so Forky victorious. We'll probably go now and take a look at some of these flip reset goals again. I've got to check and see if Gift Your Game actually gifted them properly yet. If it didn't, then I'll have to talk to them. It looks like the spectator bug is still there for Gift Your Game. But if you go into the game itself and then watch a goal, so we watch this goal, for example, in a replay, this time that GIF will work. So this is how you do it if you want to get GIFs as a spectator. Yeah, GG's Ranny. It's pretty tough to go up against Forky when he's popping off like this, but you did pretty well to nearly bring that last game back. to see this goal again. That's crazy. There's no other way to get this on target other than flip resetting. So that's exactly what Forky does. Rampage RL, thanks for 29 months tier 1. Holy cow. You feel like puking every time he plays? Oh, get well soon, man. That's rough. It was a great series, though. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Yeah, I don't know. You're not listening to the stream while I'm casting. Yeah, Forky, I know you're trying a lot of those pinch skills. You're not listening to the stream while I'm casting, are you, Ranny? Because I've got one thing I kept pointing out, which I know would definitely improve your game a lot in offense. Something I see Fairy Peak do pretty much every time he gets the ball, and you don't do it. Well, actually, sometimes you do it, but I don't think it's on purpose. Sometimes you just do it automatically, but I don't think it's a conscious decision. I'll tell you what it is, though, because it's really, really easy. You're going to get more goals, trust me. So if you're like here with the ball, just around about like halfway line or thereabouts, and you're dribbling, and you see the other dude going to his back corner, this one. So if you see the defender going to a back corner, then like make this your first touch instead of going straight down the line. I mean, you can do it in your own half as well if you're like here and we're attacking that goal. If we're attacking this goal and we see him going, we think the defender's going to go back down the line towards his corner boost, make your first touch like this way, and you're going to like score more attacks. Because now he's like in his back corner and you're here, so you can like, you know, just absolutely boom a shot. You can, you know, flick it, you can mind game it, you can do so much more. But if you go down the line with your first touch, you're pretty much only then able to like flick it or drop it and then pick it back up again. I don't know, I think you've got more options if you do this. Bring on the Europeans, says Forky wants to take them on. I think this is like a thing. I think if there's one like really easy fix to high level Rocket League 1v1 players games, that would be it. Just watch Fairy Pick play. Every time he gets the ball, without fail, he's wrong footing the defender if he can. If he can is the key, because sometimes he can't. Like, if I actually know you're really good at defending against this, Ranny, because every time Forky tried to do it to you, you would straight away, you wouldn't go for your back corner boost, you would just pressure the ball with a low boost, which is the correct response. If you see somebody trying to get you on the wrong foot, basically get you out of a shadowing position. So like right here, I'm shadowing him between the ball and my near post. If I'm trying to do that, and my opponent is going to try and, instead of coming down the line like this, they try and like switch the play to the side to get a hook shot. The correct response is to challenge, or to close the distance, pressure the ball, not to go back for boost. And, that's something that I think Ranny does pretty well. There's nothing worse than when you go back for boost and you realize you're like your opponent's coming down here, or you think your opponent's coming this way. You go back for boost, expecting to turn around and find him here, setting up a shot, which is, you know, pretty good position for you as a defender. Not ideal, but it's okay. But then you actually turn around and then you find out that they didn't go down the line towards the boost that you thought they were going to go to. They actually just went this way, and then you're grabbing the boost in the corner. You turn around and you're like, oh my goodness, he's here. You know, he's over there. You're like, oh no, he could just shoot this top right corner and I cannot save that. And if I pre-jump there, he could just mind game, he could just, you know, touch the ball like this and I look like an absolute moron. You know, you can't really win in that position as a defender unless the attacker messes it up. Yeah, GG's there.